It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, and we are going to talk about something really, really big and powerful today. Grapes are intact, the sun is shining, a little too bright. I think I have found the spot where I need to keep my face. If you've never been to this sweet little spot of the internet, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome back. My name is Mariana. I'm the founder of Commitment to Growth Resilience Coaching, where I am helping women heal cycles of self-disconnection, dysregulation, and disempowerment. And what we're going to talk about today is actually meant to target that initial phase of the disconnection into dysregulation cycle. If you aren't familiar with what the self-disconnection, dysregulation, and disempowerment cycle is, this is a model that I created from my own years of healing my very crippling general anxiety into panic attacks and dissociation, to now working with women to help them heal those similar wounds, and looking at and understanding that the common denominator between myself and all these women that I've had the privilege of working with was this intense tendency of self-betrayal. And a lot of women that experience chronic anxiety don't realize that a lot of that cycle of overwhelm and burnout and fear is being reinforced by their tendency to ditch their needs for those of somebody else, by neglecting what they want to do with their life, their career, in their romantic partnerships. And the sooner we understand that it's in our hands to step into embodied peace and confidence, the sooner we will achieve that. So I actually want to introduce this tool to you by telling you the story of the very first time that I was introduced to this very powerful tool, and the amount of clarity and healing that it brought into my life from something so simple yet so powerful. So this was about 2.5 years ago now, as I was going through, to date, the most painful breakup of my life. And it was a time in which I was ridden with so much anxiety and so much overwhelm and so much fear, because for the first time in my life, I was realizing just how far I had left my self neglect get me so far into resent and pain and anger towards this person, because my needs didn't feel prioritized. We started having arguments around what he wanted for his life and how that vision didn't have room for my needs, and how I really couldn't be the person that I wanted to be and thrive in that relationship because this person couldn't make room for my desires. And so I'm sitting in therapy one day with so much anxiety in my body, so much fear, my head going a million miles an hour, so exhausted from so many sleepless nights and 5, 10 page journal entries. And I'm sobbing to my therapist about, well, I understand why he can't meet my needs because he's got all these dreams. I'm like listing out all these excuses about where he wants to go in life and how busy he is and blah, 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 blah. And my therapist just puts her hand up like this and says, "Stop talking." And I'm like, she just shut me up. She goes, "What matters right now is not what he wants, what he needs, what he wants from his life. What really matters right now is what do you want?" And I froze, because it was the first time in my life that anyone, let alone myself, had asked me that question. Spoiler alert, the answer to that question is that, based off of everything that my heart was calling me towards, everything that I longed for my life, I no longer desired to be in that relationship. And I ended up leaving that relationship about a week after that counseling session. And that same question is exactly what I want to ask you today. I think human beings, but particularly as women that dominate this channel, we are fed this belief that being truly kind and being truly of service means that we negate who we are and what we desire to put the needs of others before ourselves. But what we don't realize is that the moment that we do ourselves the disservice of lying to ourselves, we have already established a relationship with somebody where lying is what unifies us. And that might sound extreme, but think about it. The moment that you do certain things, act in certain ways, put your needs aside to guarantee a certain response from a person. If I lie about the fact that I really want to go out tonight instead of staying in, all the way to I'm going to lie about the fact that I really need this person to be more attentive to me when I'm speaking, but I'm not going to say anything to make them love you, to be safe in that it's not going to cause conflict or a certain response from them. By negating your truth, what unifies you is an untruth. And I really think that's the dark side of people pleasing. So this question is super powerful because it wipes out the expectations, the agendas, the needs, and the desires of everybody else and centers you in what your heart is calling you towards so that you can actually pay attention and for the probably the first time, like as was mine, be open to seeing everything that isn't in alignment with what you truly desire. The moment you commit to living from your deepest truth, you attract the kinds of people and opportunities into your life that want to amplify that part of your essence. And so, if you are listening and watching this right now, and you can look at examples in your life in which you have been chronically betraying yourself, neglecting your needs, make a practice of starting and ending each and every single day by asking yourself this question. Because what that does is it centers you in yourself, returns your attention and your energy towards yourself so that you can amplify the areas in which your body is trying to get your attention and the areas in which your soul is trying to guide you towards, because there are pieces of your desires and your hopes and your dreams found in those places and people. Thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, this is Resilience Coaching in a Sip here on Commitment to Growth. I'm so glad that this video found you. If you do commit to this radical practice of self-honesty and self-honoring, let me know in the comments what your answer to the question, what do I want, is and continues to be as you engage in this practice of that self-attunement every single day. If you enjoyed this video, of course, like, subscribe, send it to a friend that might find it useful, and come back, because we are doing these videos, these special tributes to our higher self, our most honest selves, often here on the channel, and I want to make sure that you get the best of it whenever possible. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.